Welcome back to another DEADRAILS video. DEADRAILS just updated, and today I'm going to be finding the new location and discovering all of its secrets. If you like DEADRAILS, like and subscribe because it helps me out. The conductor class got buffed in this update, so I'll be using it to beat the game. I also am going to use my ult to give me the miner's helmet, which will just help the video not be pitch black at nighttime. Besides that, I'm also buying coal with bonds as well as some armor. Getting right into the run, I collected my coal and the miner's hat from my ult, as well as my Game Pass guns. As always, I sold the gold bar, but this time I bought revolver ammo for my Mauser since I already had coal. Before leaving, I fueled up and set up my paper defenses. When I played this update, I've seen the new location spawn at 15,000 or 55,000. So let's see when it will spawn in this round. After passing the fort, I saw the laboratory next to the outpost. This means the new location will spawn at 55 or 60,000 this run. Since the lab was so close to the outpost, I decided to solo the lab before moving on. After collecting Tesla's body parts, I assembled him on the table, then got the gold, silver, and a lightning rod before preparing to start the generator. I also set up a horse, so after I started the generator, I was able to glitch out of the wall and leave easily. While waiting for all of the scientists to spawn, I went to the outpost and sold the valuables. I'll use this money to buy armor later on. After that, I went back to the lab to get the ray gun. Since the lab was so close to the outpost, I was able to save my ammo and just lead the zombies to the turrets to get killed. Then after grabbing the bonds and ray gun, I filled my bag with zombies to use for fuel and I was ready to leave. Now, with no plans to stop at the castle and enough fuel to make it to 80,000, the only other stops I would be making would be towns and the new location. Although I did get distracted at 2 outlaw camps since I could get some easy money and hopefully buy more ammo and heals. I also got distracted again when I saw a farm and I wanted to get the new horse cart in case I needed it later. After those unexpected stops, I stopped at the next outpost to sell everything I had. I also tried to sell the horse cart, which apparently isn't sellable. With the money I was able to buy the last 2 pieces of armor that I still needed, I also bought rifle ammo since I was able to find a rifle. As I mentioned before, since the new location didn't spawn at 15 to 20,000 meters, I knew it would only be able to spawn at 50 to 60,000. So I kept my eyes out for the end of every rock structure. If you don't know, the town always spawns connected to a rock structure because the mines are in the back. And sure enough, at 57,000, I spotted the town in the distance. It's very easy to tell it apart from other towns. In every house in the abandoned town, there's one bond. After grabbing those, make sure to get the torch in the sheriff's house and the green tablet in the church. Now for the secret mines behind the town. They're boarded up, so you need to use dynamite to get in. Luckily, a torch and 2 dynamites always spawn. After opening up the first boarded section, skeleton zombies and skeleton miners will spawn and attack you. Most dangerous things in the mine. They can one-shot you, so make sure to run out of range if you hear the dynamite being lit. Snake oil is a great way to escape, or I would suggest using a horse. Once you're in the mines, there's a ton of loot, but there's 2 special items you want to find. The first is all the way on the right side of the cave. After blowing up the second boarded up area, you can find the mysterious mask, or as I call it, the Jade mask. This item can be used to reanimate corpses and they will fight on your side. It can be very helpful if used properly. Next to the mask, be sure to grab the second Jade tablet. There are 2 other Jade tablets that you need to find, so go back to the entrance and go down the left side. On the far left side, there's a tunnel with a dead end, and behind a barrel, there's a 3rd Jade tablet. Lastly, go to the middle passage and look for a small opening covered by 3 stacked barrels. Behind those barrels, there's a red button that can be activated by dropping the 4 Jade tablets on it. Now you can get all of the hidden loot and the Jade sword. This sword has the reanimation feature like the mask, but it has a chance to reanimate after killing an enemy. With the 2 made items, the Jade mask and the Jade sword, the only thing left to grab is the gold, silver, and coal. After leaving, my plan was to test out the mask and sword. I wanted to see if the mask or sword would be useful against Elon Musk. After stopping at a doctor's house, I tried the mask out on a zombie miner. He self-destructed and the mask disappeared. Normally when the monster dies, the mask gets dropped, but I guess not for the miner. After losing the mask, I only had the sword to use, so pulling into the next zombie town, my goal was to make my own zombie army with the Jade sword. The first attempt didn't go well. The zombie was reanimated, but it kept getting distracted by nearby horses. After moving closer to the town, I was able to start reanimating more and more zombies. I honestly didn't think the sword was that good, but these zombies kept me safe from the zombie miners and helped me clear the whole town. After clearing the town, I grabbed the bank and checked the church for holy water in case I needed to reload my electrocutioner pistol. Before I could beat the game, there would be one more zombie town. So after stopping at the 70k outpost and preparing, I drove to the last zombie town to see if the Jade sword was really that good. When I arrived at the last town, it was a blood moon. After realizing that I could reanimate the vampires as well, I started making a vampire army to help me clear the town. Vampires were a much better enemy to reanimate because they could still teleport. This was perfect for rounding up zombies. With the vampires, I was able to use the electrocutioner pistol to kill off big groups all at once. The more I used the sword, the more overpowered it seemed for clearing towns. After looting the church and bank, I left to go beat the game. Pulling up to the last outpost, I killed a group of outlaws and started sniping the turrets out of their range. After killing both turrets, I moved in, slowly picking off the outlaws until the whole outpost was clear. Before starting the bridge timer, I made sure to loot each house for ammo and bonds, and before the final fight, I reloaded my pistol with holy water, and then I was finally ready. I started the bridge timer and went up to the wall to wait for Elon Musk to spawn. I was sniping outlaws and then he spawned in. Every time I fought him on the wall, I've died, so I made sure to back up while I was shooting him with the electrocutioner pistol. This pistol is the best way to take him down, and since I was above the range of his coils, he wouldn't be able to one-shot me. After killing Elon Musk, I was supposed to use the mask to reanimate him, but since I lost it to a zombie miner, here's a clip from another run of the mask being used on Elon Musk. It's not super useful because by the time you kill him, most other enemies are already dead and the game's almost over, but he's definitely the most powerful ally in the game. I'm very happy with this new update, but comment what they need to add for the next update. If you watched until the end, consider subscribing. Less than 3% of my viewers are subscribed, so if you want to be part of that 3%, make sure to subscribe. Besides that, a huge shout out to all of our channel members, and I'll see you guys all in the next video or live stream.